Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly reads. I'm now trying to get them out on Sundays for you all. It's what you need to hear right now. And I think this week I'm gonna do things a little bit different and also do like love and money for what you need to hear right now for love and money. So two separate reads for all the signs. Last announcement: VIP all day intensives are ready to go. We're gonna meet in Vegas, you, me, all day, lunch and dinner. If you want that, just comment below and I will get you the sign up info for that. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into Aries. What does Aries need to hear, see, feel, and know this week? And we're going to focus on love and then money. All right. All right, so what do they just need to hear? This is your general what you need to hear. Okay, so the reason why there's like a stall or a lag, delay in your manifestation right now is just because you're not at that place of passionately speaking about what it is your desire. You're still at the phase of kind of deciding what it is you want. And it's deciding what it is you want. It's like twofold. There's a part of it's putting a little pressure on yourself of I have to get this manifestation just right. I have to get the vibrational mix of what I want absolutely perfect, or the universe will just like mess it up for me. It's that pressure because like you've manifested things that worked out well for you. It felt like a red carpet, but then you've also manifested things that you're like, oh my God, I didn't want that. So now you're like, I got to get it just right. No, life is about, I don't want to say trial and error, but it really is about trying, evaluating. Did you like it? Did you not? If you liked it, yes, please, universe, give me more of that. No, universe sucks, let's go. So, if you're like, a single mom and you're manifesting a job, I understand why there's a lot of pressure because like your girl depends on you. So you're afraid you got to get it all right. But the point is, can you stay tapped in that part of you that's really passionate about living life and knowing that you have a lot of life that you want to call through you? So it's like, all right, universe, like, let's go. You know what I want in a job. I'm looking to be more softly receiving in it. I'm looking to come home refueled and energized to have love to pour into my family. Guide me. Okay. And it's knowing that if you get there and you decide there's something that you want that's even better, you'll be like, thank you so much for this, universe. And now I know I want this. So it's trusting your ability to stay tapped into to your truth of this is a yes for me, this is a no for me, as well as your confidence that you can keep manifesting. Because it's just that. So the other thing that's like keeping you back in the choice thing is that but I have you're at this place where you get to be in this hopeful stage and kind of daydream and like, maybe I could work here, maybe I could work here, maybe I should date someone like this, maybe I should date someone like that. And you're having a little bit of fun and enjoyment in the kind of playing with it in your mind. You might be feeling some anxiety for other reasons around your manifestation, but there's a part of it that is admittedly enjoying that hopefulness, creativity, that, oh my God, I could look, be, say, or do anything, be anything. So you kind of just are at a point where you just got to be willing to like take that new start. Okay, so what does Aries need to hear for love? Okay, just being blunt, Aries, I don't think love is like right around the corner for you, okay? You're working through something right now that is really about, how do I say this? It's like, okay, there's a part of you right now, Aries, that likes a little conflict in love. So there's going to be a subsection of you that like literally like conflict. Now I like it when we could go blow for blow. It excites me. Some people get turned on and excited by that kind of stuff, that fight, that disagreement. Um, and some people like it when like the other person bends and folds to be with them, Okay. But for the bulk of you watching this is going to be about the fact that as of right now, your point of attraction is on manifesting someone who doesn't necessarily want exactly what you want, because you're going to feel not only powerful, but you're going to feel very good when they go, oh my God, this person is worth that. I want to give that to them. So, because you got to defend what you want. So, if you are like, dang, you know what, I really do. I love being taken out to one really nice fancy meal a month by my man. I just love it so much. Okay. But your point of attraction is getting the guys who take you to Subway, or getting the guys who take you to the middle restaurant, or getting the guys who are like, oh, I'm just not sure. I'm looking for something like that right now. And you're kind of right now going, that's okay. I see so much good between the two of us that he's going to eventually see it. Just give him like a week or two, give him like a month or two. And then he'll see that this person is so amazing. Or she'll flip the genders, okay? Whatever applies to you. He'll see that, like, I'm so amazing because I'm going to treat him so right and so good. And he's going to see just how well we get along and how easy it is for us to get along. That he'll then be like, hit with this love, enamored with this love for me, that he'll be like, oh my God, this woman does deserve that. So I hope that just saying that out loud is painting the picture enough for you that that's like not a good point of attraction. Because that's you putting your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth like outside of you. I need someone else to see that I'm worth it and then decide to give it to me. When in reality, it's about, can you allow yourself to soften? So there's a theme, both of your reads now, what you need to hear right now and love, have a softening. Softening. I love that my law of attraction, focus on soft. My pillow's so soft. Water is soft. Well, that was a bad example. My pillow is soft. My blanket is soft. My yoga pants are so soft. The way that that person communicated with me was so soft, sweet, and gentle. Bring your focus to everything that's soft right now in your life. There we go. So that you call in more softness to yourself. Because it's really more about, it's not even about self-esteem or self-worth. It's about, can you allow that little bit of a hard edge that you're holding? Because a lot of times people will clamp up and like get a hard edge when they don't want to feel disappointment. When they're like, I don't even want to let myself feel that I truly want that, get all that happy and excitement, because if it doesn't happen, I'm going to crash. And if I just don't allow myself to feel that happiness, I won't crash. Well, guess what? Instead of just feeling the happiness and the potential crash that can happen, you're just slowly, instead of feeling it like all at once in a short time frame, you're feeling it like a little bit of pain over a long time. Okay. But oftentimes what happens is when you allow yourself to feel the hopeful, the good, and then you crash, you release all the resistance. Because it's really about you tapping into, I'm just ready to feel loved. And love is soft. Because yeah, you just have a little bit of like essentially balancing between what real love is versus what your current definition of is it like that it is right now. Because right now you're at a point of attraction of attracting in that conflict, that I want them to see that I'm worth this and be so overcome with love for me that they do it. That's parents though. That's parental love. Parents are the ones who they come home tired from work and they're like, oh, I want my baby girl to have what she wants for Christmas. How can I get this for her? I'll work overtime. You don't. That's not like partner love. So just right now, your message is focus on calling in the vibration of softness, and ask yourself, what would you get out of it if someone did get so overcome with love that they're like, this person's worth this, I want to give it to them? How would you feel? Write those emotions down on a list, and then it's your job to cultivate those vibrations within you naturally. And you simply do that by focusing on it in the simplest way possible. If you guys need help with this, I put together a free mini manifesting course. I think it's in my description. I'll make sure to link to it in the comments with the timestamp. But it's, what is it that you desire manifesting? How do you think you would feel once it came in? You focus on those feeling states. And what is the simplest, easiest way that you have those vibrations available, right? So if you want more clients, and you haven't worked with clients in like a year, you're like, well, if I had clients, I'd feel a sense of achievement, a sense of accomplishment. Okay, well, how do I already have a sense of achievement and accomplishment in my life? Well, I've been going to the gym already for 3 days a week. That's some achievement, that's some accomplishment. Hey, when I started lifting, I was lifting 50 pounds. Now I'm lifting 100. That feels good. That feels like achievement. That feels like accomplishment. Hey, I make it three times a week, every week. You want to, because a vibe is a vibe. You just got to focus on it. As it grows, it's going to yoink in what it is you want. So right now, it's essentially focus on softness and ask, what would it mean to you? How would you feel if someone was so overcome with love for you that they did some big grand gesture for you? Um, and then cultivate those vibrations. All right, what do you need here for money? Holy smokes, you're going through a whole process around money right now. That's all I can say. Like a full kind of death and rebirth. And it's almost as if old you used to have that little bit of like, I want to call it prance energy. Like, I do deserve this good stuff. I do deserve the good life. Look what I can call in and manifest. Just that little bit of a, I do deserve it. Okay, I think that old you, that's what helped you manifest in the juicy good stuff. But you're going through like this death and a rebirth right now. Um, and that little energy within you is going away. So I think for you, that's feeling really scary right now because that is how you manifested it. But instead, you're going through the rebirth so that like money isn't as big of a deal to you as it used to be. Because I think you used to get a lot of your sense of self esteem and self worth from, I got this person to pay me. I'm showing my family that you can make this kind of money. And instead, you're kind of like moving into this place of like, duh, I want that kind of money. Duh, I want that kind of money. Of course I do. I want to live a good life. I only come down on this rock one time. So, of course, I expect to be able to have this kind of a lifestyle, and I expect to be able to have these kinds of things in my life. They're what make me happy. I like being happy. I like feeling happy. So, and like that's a beautiful spot, right? Because the first one, you actually kind of have to maintain the vibes up. That's where it's kind of like almost, not, maybe not every day, but that's where you oftentimes have to like build your vibes up to that level to maintain it to get it. You haven't yet just done the transformation to expect it as a default of who you are. You haven't yet become the new person, and you're in the process of that. So I think that's why like money might feel a little scary to you right now. But it's really like, can you, like in law of attraction, to keep manifesting, you want to keep your focus the receptive mode. You want to keep, and I explain this all in my free mini manifesting course. Just download it. It's free. It's 5 mini modules explaining all 5 steps of law of attraction. You've come into your own. So it's okay to like want good things for yourself. It's okay for me to want good things for myself. It's okay for me to just want to like be in peace and become the new person. And it's about step 3, the receptive mode. Receiving. Receiving becomes a natural default state of who you are when you can either receive the end goal that you desire, or if you're here and you've got a little bit of journey, getting ready to have a default expectation that this thing is definitely for someone just like you. Can you be celebrating this next step? So that would be like, whoa, I am letting go of an old way of manifesting. I don't quite have a firm new grip on the new way of manifesting. That scares me a little, and that's okay. It's okay to feel scared when manifesting something new. Just like when you go to a new town, even though it might be fun to be traveling, there is still a little bit of a, hey, it's a new area, you know? So I'm going to give myself grace as I step into this new era of being me. And I'm just going to become comfortable in my new skin and my new lens of the way I see and interact with the world. I'm becoming comfortable in my own skin and feeling worthy as a default level just because I am versus some outside measure. All right, Aries, I hope those messages helped. Let's move on to Taurus. What is up, Taurus? All right, what do you need to hear, see, feel, and know for the week? You're on the right track. You have a little bit of a stuckness, stagnation, maybe a little bit of a mental trapness, awareness in your own head. I must be stuck. I must, like there must be a limiting belief holding me back. But just the stuckness and the stagnation that you might be feeling right now It's just because like you're getting used to becoming a new you on the inside. And the new you is really about you're starting to expect like bigger and greater and better things for yourself flowing to you through you. So it's just an adjustment process, you know? It's literally just an adjustment process. Yeah, for whatever reason, you're just going through a process of wanting to manifest things to you through you. I don't know how else to word that. That's what's coming to me. Yeah, because you're definitely wanting to feel cherished, adored, loved in a relationship, okay? But you're like wanting the bulk of your needs and everything to come from you so that literally your lover is like a cherry on top. So it's literally that whole you don't need a man to be happy. A man takes you from happy to great type of a thing. Like that's what you're on the journey of right now. It's probably why it feels a little painful. Yeah, because some of it is you're stepping up into leadership in your own life right now, and I think that scares you because like if you're a feminine energy, you want a masculine energy. Like wait, if I step too much into masculine energy and too much leadership, he's not gonna be able to see how he can contribute to my life or whatnot. But let's say that you're becoming like a real estate agent or a broker. It's just going to change the type of guy that you can get. So the guy who's already like, oh yeah, I've built 100-unit apartment complexes. Oh babe, I see what you need. Right? So there's still a guy who can look at you and go, oh, my babe needs me. So like the man can still feel needed. Um, okay, so and it's kind of like you you you've got a shot at love. This is just like legit reassurance that you have a shot at love. So big O, don't worry about that. Yeah, you just literally have to be okay. Like just you're at a for you it's gonna feel like stagnation, stuck or paused, okay? But step two is the universe is aligning things. Step three is you receive. And most manifestations go in a bell curve. It's 99% vibrational, emotional, and then boom, it takes off, and you're like, it came in out of nowhere. So right here, well, the universe is doing step two, its job. And if you guys want my free mini manifesting course where I explain all this stuff, it's in the description. I'll link to it in the comments. This part of the journey is all emotional, and that's when you're in step two, law of attraction. The universe is aligning things. Is okay, my human's getting ready. She wants to do this. Okay, I got to find this person. They're almost ready. She's almost ready. Let's start working to get them around the same page. Boom. Oh my God, I went to one coffee shop and there they were. Okay. While the universe is doing its job, step two, your job is the bell curve to be feeling better about your manifestation. Universe, I'm ready to be at a place where I am at that vibration of eager and hopeful and excitement about taking action on my desire and receiving action steps for my desire. Guide me there when I could look at it and feel good about it. I'm ready to feel good about wanting to start a family. So guide me to feeling incredibly good at like starting a family and the whole falling in love process. um, yeah, that's where you're at for that. So let's go on to money. What do they need to hear for money? Keep going passionately towards what you desire. Um, there's been a little bit of a passion loss for your previous way of making money, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep doing it. Because there's something about making money with like an old way of making money that you need to keep doing because it's going to help you feel reassured. And it's like I kind of see like little pockets of like money. So like if you're self-employed like me, that would be like little workshops here and there that like, oh, 500, 5,000, whatever your vibrational set point is. That will just be like little spruces of delight for you that are going to get you used to receiving money, okay? And I think for you though, you're like, no, I don't feel passionate and lit up and loaded about it. Okay, what happens is sometimes when you first start something, the passion, the love, the eagerness, the excitement comes from the learning of the yoga. Look what I can do now. Look what I can do now. Oh my God, I taught my first class. Oh my God, I got my first person. Okay. Once you've been doing it for years and years and years, none of that stuff excites you anymore because it's now like it's the old, it's boring, right? Can you allow yourself to just go, this is something that's easy for me to do that I do love doing. I love the results that people get, and it's so easy for me to guide it, and I love getting paid for it. I love getting paid for it because there's something that you're going to need to activate I love getting paid for this. I love making this kind of money. You need to activate, I love getting paid for this and I love making money for the new thing that you want to do. Um, so it's kind of like the message right now is like, why not start activating that vibration within you now? Because it looks like the next thing that you're doing, it's something that you enjoy doing, but you're not like lit up and passionate about it, okay? And it's very all, I'm gonna pull a love read for you after this. It very likely just means that you're not looking to get a lot of your passion and excitement from your workplace anymore. It looks like you're just straight up, I just want to be making money and bank. So that's why you got to become okay that like your excitement, because that's what manifesting is, right? When you're like, think good thoughts, good things come to you. So when you allow yourself to feel happy, content, good, excited, eagerness about money, then it's gonna be able to come in. Um, cause like if you don't take that advice that I just gave you, it looks like you're gonna be. It's not like scarcity mindset or lack mindset, but it's gonna be a little bit of a fear of spending money. I don't see anything like paycheck to paycheck kind of in here. There's a little bit of like I'm making what I need to make, but I'm not allowing in these extra bit of money I can be making from workshops. So that makes me afraid to spend money. You're carrying that vibe to the next thing you want to do instead of, all right, how I used to make money, I like it because it pays me. Like, it is okay. If the only reason why you like doing it is because you're good at it, you like it, people like it, and like, I love that I can just make money for spending my time that way. Making this much money that way feels good. So, this might be you're repairing your relationship with money, allowing yourself to feel good about receiving money to you and through you. A lot of this is about you feeling good about money coming to you and through you. Because it's almost as if, like, other people had to do the money making stuff and you just got the gifts. So now, even though you're used to receiving like high end, good quality stuff, now that the money has to come to you and then you spend it and buy it, do you see how there's an adjustment period in that? And then you got to make peace with the fact that, oh my God, I do love money. Because there's a lot of things you got to reconcile with that. You're not the evil rich person. You know, when you're just used to receiving gifts, oh, I'm not the evil rich person. This person just loves to spoil me. So do you see how there are some things along the way that you're going to have to bring into alignment? So you might as well start that journey now. All right, so what do you got to hear in love? Uh, I don't think you're going to like this message, Taurus. You got a little bit too much going on in your life right now to like purely focus on love. And yes, part of that too much going on right now is you're bringing money into alignment, and you're manifesting an entirely new type of relationship than you've had before. So you're bringing that into alignment too. And it's like right now, you're at a place of reestablishing that this is the baseline of what makes me happy right now. For whatever reason, this has come up twice for you. You are going through a phase of I am happy, satisfied, and content on my own. My man is going to take me from happy to happier. So it's pretty much like be okay that right now the emotions within you are being balanced. And the more that you can focus on the other things that are going well in your life and happy, like it's kind of like really enjoy the growth you're going through in your business because our business money making activity, because the more that you can enjoy the expansion in that area, like literally just the vibration of expansion in that area, um, it's going to activate the vibration of expansion within you, which is what's going to allow you to expand and love easier. But it's like you're on the right path. You're on the right path. You're on the right path, Taurus. If this was just your video and no one else's, I would title it "You're on the right path." Okay, let's go to Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear right now in love? I mean, this is I normally, Gemini, call in messages of like personal growth, law of attraction, how to expand. Yours seems pretty straightforward. You should expect a pickup in communication. You should expect communication, a lively, jovial pace, and an uptick in mood and all that. Um, and you got to receive from this very generous person who's either, I want to guess, in your life. It's like your job right now is about graciously receiving. Because sometimes when like you receive, you're like, oh my God, I want to give right back. Okay, but think of it this way. If you went, pretend I was your best friend and you come over for my birthday and you just got me like the coolest little rock for my birthday. And you're like, Kelly, I just got you this malachite. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I love it. Here, I got you this. Right? You'd be like, oh, wow, thank you. But your gift, oh, you want me to enjoy the gift you gave me? Okay, thank you. Right? That's awkward. And so it's all about like, oh my God, thank you. I've been wanting a malachite. This is so great. Thank you. I'm gonna love it. I actually did not intend for it to be in my screenshot, but it is. So like, I love it. I'm gonna make sure it's in my YouTube video so that people, when they watch my video, they get like the growth that comes with the gemstone too. Like, thank you so much. Well, thank you. You now get the opportunity to feel good about giving me the gift. You now get the opportunity to go, yes, I picked her out a good one. Did you see how much she smiled when I gave her that malachite? So, because it just looks like the people you're attracting in right now are like generous. So you got to be good at generously receiving. I can't get my lighting right. Graciously receiving, where you just allow yourself to soften and go, oh my God, thank you. Wow. You know me so well. How did you even pick out something that I would love this much? It's when you allow your body to soften and then they get to feel the positive impact they had in your life. Because that's when you're going to be at a place of just like emotionally, softly enjoying life. Yeah, dude, you should expect love. You should be expecting communication. You got the Eight of Fire, you got the Page of Water. You should just be expecting love and loving communication. And yeah, and it's really like allow yourself to, you got the Nine of Water, enjoying life emotionally. You got the Nine of Earth, enjoy the little luxuries, including financial luxuries of life. So I think it's kind of like be okay if your life is financially improved by the person you're with as well. Like you just have to become okay with that. Some people, do like, man, when I cover this for her or him, he's that much happier. He's got to be okay with that. Okay, let's go on to your money message. Wait, it feels like there's more that wants to come out. Okay, what else do I need to hear? Oh. If you don't allow yourself to discover how to graciously receive, you're going to stay stuck in that phase of, do I give, do I receive, should I text, should I not, what's the best move for me to take right now? And you're just going to have that overarching confusion over your head. I don't know how to proceed. I don't know how to move this relationship forward. Instead of just, oh man, I love it when they text me. Oh, their text just always brighten my day. It feels so good to hear from them. Oh, of course I want to hang out with them more. I can't wait till the energy's aligned for that to happen. Focus on the thing that you are receiving and allow it to expand. All right. All right, what do you need to hear for money? I think you're wanting to walk away from something. And all I can say is it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to leave a job or get a new one, because I'm not seeing that, but I'm seeing that you're ready to like kind of like let go and move on to something a little bit more meaningful. I don't know if meaningful is the right word. It's kind of like straight up, you love what you do. You like it, you love it, you want to do it. There's something that you want though that you're like not getting. And your message is that what you want is worth defending, okay? So in law of attraction terms, that means It's really about sinking into like, what is it that you want from your current place of employment? Is it more money? Is it an increased title? Is it maybe actually to go from full time to part time? And for whatever reason, you're just not getting it right away, even though you've kind of jokingly mentioned it, you've kind of jokingly, said it, or maybe even directly. You got to take the time to go, well, if I were working part time at this place, here's how I would feel. And when you can hold that feeling state, that's when the universe will rapidly bring it in at that place, or will bring it into you from another place. That's just how law of attraction works. And I have my free mini manifesting course that explains all of that down below. Because all I can say is once you actually take the time to sink into and feel into how you would feel if you got what it is you wanted, that's when it'll become clear to you if you should leave or stay. That's interesting, Gemini. All right. Let's go to Leo. What does Leo need to hear for the week? Leo, you need to be comfortable and okay with continuing to put in effort and work towards something that you think is not worth it, that it isn't bringing you as much joy and satisfaction as you thought it would. It's still worth it to put an energy there. It's more like, can you view it as this got off to a rocky start and I'd like to see it move better? That's what you hear for the week. Now let's see, what do you need to hear for love? Man, similar message of what you need to hear for the week. You got the Knight of Earth, so it's good to continue to keep putting in steady, consistent effort toward your love life right now. So if you've got a lover in your life, it's good. Just keep putting in a steady, consistent effort towards it. If you're going on dates and looking for someone, it's still good to put in steady, consistent effort for like going on dates. All right, I want you guys to be able to see me. And it's just allow yourself to put in that steady, consistent energy, and at the same time submit to yourself. I'm really disappointed how things turned out. I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't go the way I thought it would have. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't have this and this in my relationship. I really wanted that in my relationship. I think this might be something I'll never find satisfying about this relationship. It's like you gotta process those emotions without taking it out on the other person, because it's not the other person's fault. It's almost as if you didn't have your eyes open during the dating or courting process. Yeah, so it's put in the steady, consistent action. Allow yourself to feel whatever disappointment and go like, oh, that was my bad. And it's just like you need a little alone time, a little recharge time, believe it or not. I think there's a part of you that kind of likes being that person who comes in with that high, oh, you're a Leo. You're that person who likes to come in being that high energy and like cheer people up. And they're like, oh, thank God it's so much easier now. So-and-so's here. But you're actually needing like a little bit of alone time, because I think some of it is you're trying to prove to them how much you like them. That's getting exhausting. So that might look like if they're used to seeing you every single day, but you're like, oh, I see a good moment apartment recharge for a little bit. Go ahead. Let them know like, hey, listen, I'm going to have a little change in our dynamic. Like tell them what you're going to do, because you don't want to shock them. You don't want to like mess up their night or make them like spiral, right? Like, hey, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm really feeling the need to just like spend an evening at home where I can just like zone out and think of no one but myself. So I'm just going to need a day in the next coming week where I do that. And then be like, okay, it looks like Thursday's a good day for both of us. It's kind of like including them in that, like, what day this week can you handle everything in the house on your own or with a babysitter or something, Like, okay, then that's the day I'm going to do it. I'm going to video call you when I'm there, and then you just allow yourself to zone out and, like, you know what? Like, I don't know what your relationship dynamic is. Send them another little picture of you, hey, going to bed right now. Like, give them the reassurance, okay? But you're just needing some time to recharge. It looks like a little bit of a past love's on your mind, too. I think you're more disappointed that some past love didn't work out. And I think you're, like, starting to feel like you settled. And all I can say is that most people have a sense of a feeling of settled when they get into a relationship because you are like settling. It doesn't mean you're settling down, or wait, you're settling down. That has the vibration of settle in it, but that doesn't mean that you're like settling and getting less than what you deserve or what you think you could get. All relationships have a little bit of a we're settling down, we're like getting a routine, we're cutting out noise from the outside and just focusing on us and building this life together. So there is always going to be an element of like not trapped, but like there are confines because there's only so much time that you have in a day, only so much physical time, mental time, and emotional time that you have every day. So you're like, it would be nice to do these things, but this is where I'm putting my focus right now. So there are going to be confinements when you enter relationships, and not even relationships, with anything you do. If you take a job, there's the confinements of the time constraint of that job. You know, if you join a sport, there's the, well, if I want to do this sport at this level, I got to do it 4 days a week. That takes up time. It puts a time limit on all this outside stuff that you put your focus on. So it's kind of like you're coming to that reality. All right, what does Leo need to hear about money? Money's looking good. You might get a new job or promotion soon. You might. I think it would be very good for you to take it if you do. You don't have to, but I think that the new job will be like higher status, higher prestige. And it's going to give you more energy for your home life, more time for your home life. Some might look like, let's just say if you're a property manager, I know property managers like are on call kind of often. It might look like you're going to get a bigger unit to manage, but there'll be 2 property managers. So you guys, instead of you being on call every weekend, you'll be every other weekend, you know? So any job promotion coming your way is like worth it. It's gonna be a step up, but however that step up happens, it's gonna leave you more time and energy and love for at home. All right, let's go on. Oh, that was Leo. Oh. Okay, so this is Cancer now. I skipped Cancer. 3730. Oops. Sorry, Cancer. Did it in the wrong order. So what do you need to hear this week? You're really needing to hear, Cancer, that you need to be a little bit of a cooperative component to your relationships. I do think it's a little bit more of like either work or friendships right now, but you need to really be a cooperative component to them. I think you're moving out of that like youthful phase of life where people are just, hey, come here to this event. Hey, come here to this. Hey, come here to this. And you just get invited to all these places, and then you kind of like hit your like mid-30s, you know, where you're not just getting those invites because people are like, oh, they're young and youthful, they need to have this experience. Now they're like, they're old enough now, they kind of know what they like and don't like. So this is where you gotta be more cooperative. Like, hey, you know, I had a really good time when you invited me that other time. Like, I would love to do that again. How can I help make it happen? So instead of just getting that like invite to come be razzle dazzled by them, and they're like, oh, just show up. I love doing this, and I need people to do it with. You know, they may have at the time either had a business partner, a friend who was also in and helping them do the prep work for it. They might have lost that companion now. Now they're like, well, I used to love going like, you know, clay shooting, but I always had my partner to help set it up and it's too much work on my own. But if you call them and go, hey, like, what's up? How are you? Yeah, like, well, I'm wondering, like, why don't we go clay shooting anymore? Oh, because so-and-so isn't around to help with XYZ. They went on a year trip here. Well, what if I came over and helped that? Yeah, I'll come over a day or two early, help set it up. Let's call people, let's have a good time, and then I'll stay afterwards to help clean up. So there needs to be a little bit more of a cooperation, a little bit more of a willingness to put in just a little bit more effort towards your friendships and relationships right now. You got the 3 of Earth, so 3 of 10. So it's only like 30% more effort. I think for you though, I think you're just going through this phase, Cancer, where you're like really trying to like evaluate calm and steadiness in your life, and you don't want to be impulsive anymore. So there's a little bit of you that's like, hold on, this good feeling thing that I'm feeling that I want to do towards my friends, family, is this me being impulsive? No, no, it's not. It's just you entering like a new phase of your life. It's just you entering a new phase of your life. Like, that's it. And I'm just like, it looks like people want to hear from you more to like know that the relationship is like still worth it. All right, that's interesting. So what do they need to hear in terms of love? Oh, wow, this is so fun. You got to take action. And like loving action, you got the Knight of Water, which is the Knight of Love. So, and it's the Knight, not the Page. You got the Page in the previous reading, which was just communicate, talk about it. Knight is action. So you have to take action towards your love life, because it's kind of as if you're like, there's no problem, we're fine, we're just talking a little less now, that's all. But the other person's definitely viewing it as rejection cancer, and it's a very loving person in your life. Man, your reads are short and to the point. So now let's go on to money. What do you need to hear about money? Oh, you're not content at work, and you're starting to actually feel like kind of like how stressful it is for you and like out of alignment it is for you. So, sorry, the sun went down as I was recording this video, so I didn't have the lamp set up where it should have been. So it's kind of time for you to actually start taking action to like get out of there and get a new job, to be honest. And it's not about massive impulsive action that you got to take it and get out of there right now, but it's that it looks like a lot of, you did put in a lot of energy and action towards getting new job, but I think you were so focused on prestige, on like prestige and honor, not maybe not honor, but like accomplishment, accolades. I got at the best firm. I got at the number one firm. I was the head developer at this new startup that's going to be, the world's first crypto bank. Like, you're just going for that like prestige, that high status. But I think like you burn yourself off in your exhaustion. Like, well, there's no point of applying for jobs. I'm not getting them. But the point is, you're like now more in alignment for what you actually want. And there is a little bit of you that wants like more time for friend life and love life. So now that you're at this new vibrational set point, now's the time to take action. Like, all right, I do want a little more money, because you do want that. I could see that. I do want a little more money, universe. Show me precise action, minimal action I could take that'll help allow me to get in a new job that has more money. And just allows me to feel happier in life. It looks like that's the two things you want. I want more money, minimal effort, and I want it to help me feel happier in life. And that's what's going to carry you well through. All right, let's go on to Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear for the week? Ooh, Virgo, you are definitely at a completion point of life. Virgo, you need to let it go that it didn't work out with someone from your past. Like, you just need to completely let it go. When you could just admit that that chapter of your life is done, that bridge is burned, they're never going to come back the way you want them to come back. Like that, you're going to close out a chapter in your life. Because right now, it looks as if you're like trying to intentionally like manifest someone from your past. But it's not going to work out. Oh, yeah, and you got yourself in this like hopeful frustration trap. And you're like, I want to say, Virgo, that you used to have this, if I focus on them long enough, they've always come back. They've always come back. So I just need to keep focusing. They've always come back. But like, the person has completely like moved on. Man, yeah, Virgo. There just wasn't good communication between the two of you. It wasn't clear. Both of you were hoping that the other person would like pick up what you're throwing down or read the subtext. It just didn't work out, man. Well, it's funny. The next read is actually what do they need to hear in terms of love. Um, okay. It looks like you were a little too focused on manifesting someone who made a lot of money. And there's also a part of you that thinks that once that past person fixes their money problems, then they'll come back. And you're a little confused as to why they haven't tried to, like, you so clearly see that that's the problem. So you're a little confused as to why they didn't jump on it to fix it sooner and quicker, but it had nothing to do with you, Virgo. They were a little stuck and stalled in their life. Yeah, they were stuck and stalled for a completely different reason in their life. It had nothing to do with you for money. So you were like making it personal. Oh, you they know and you know that when their money situation gets better, their relationship area in their life's going to get better. So that's what's kind of keeping you clinging on and holding on. Um, are they going to come back to Virgo though when their money gets better? No. Wow. No. Sorry, Virgo. No. You're intuitively picking up on the energy correctly. I just they're not going to come back to you when they get it correctly. Um, I think for you, it's feeling a little cold hearted to like energetically cut off from them or get out of hope. Um, and the only analogy that is coming to my mind right now is that story about addiction where there's that person sitting at the slot machine back in the day when we used to take quarters, and the flawed thinking, the flawed premise that the people have when they put a quarter in, they think, oh, well, I didn't win this time, so my next quarter I have a higher chance of winning. Ooh. And the more quarters that person puts in, the more they think they have a better chance of getting a payout. So they literally get addicted. But in reality, like, if you're not a math person, you could Google this or ChatGPT this. Statistically speaking, every time you put in a new quarter, the odds are the same and they're always in the favor of the house. Like, say it's 51% the house wins, 49% you win. So every single time you put a quarter in, it's still a 51% chance the house is going to win. It doesn't go 50-50, 49-51, 48-52. It doesn't do that. So you kind of just got to, sorry, I hate to be the message of bad bear. You just got to recognize that it's like, it's not worth your time or investment anymore. That's how I'll say it. Okay, what does Virgo need to hear about money? It's funny. I think that once you let go of money and the other person needing to make a certain amount, and you just like let go of it, that's when it's all gonna flow for you. And it's not saying that you're not gonna get it, because you're gonna be very happy in this I want a new relationship. But it's like you're gonna make peace with the fact that like they either don't make the kind of money that you want to make, or you're gonna like let go of it as part of the screening process. Like, they didn't take me to that really nice restaurant on a first date. No, I'm out. Or like, ooh, they weren't willing to pay my bill on the first date. I'm out. You know. Somehow you just gotta let go of money, and then like everything's gonna flow. And the picture that's coming to my mind is trying to think of the name of the YouTube video I made about this topic. Um, Feeling guarded in love, I think, was the video. And it's kind of like, why do I keep attracting a-holes or narcissists? And it's typically because it's someone who's guarded in love. So they have their shield up and they're like, are you trying to hurt me? Are you trying to hurt me? You know? But you're guarded for a good reason. You dealt with crap in the past, okay? But the problem is when someone soft and gentle and kind and caring and nurturing comes along, then when they are walking by, they're like, "What? Okay, that person's cute." And they pop their head out of the shield, but why do they have a shield? Well, I'm looking for love, not war. So the good people, the soft people, keep walking by. The people who have a sword, I could take that shield down. Um, Once you drop your armor, like have your armor nearby, keep your discernment, your wits, your wisdom to know this is a bad person. They should not get that. I should not go out with them again. Um, So instead of needing the armor up, you just need to, ooh, nope. Oh, no dates for me, just me and God right now. Like, whatever you say. You protect yourself by not giving them any time or energy instead of being in a relationship with someone where you need to have that shield, if that makes sense. So once you drop that, they need to make this kind of money or they need to spend this kind of money on me, you're going to be like dropping your shield and it's all going to flow and you'll be happy in your relationship. All right, let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra. What does Libra need to hear this week? Wow, you should really expect good things coming your way. You're going to have to become okay with change. It's like you've hit your kind of fertile myrtle, your golden age, your abundant stage. So now it's about, I expect things to get better for me. Law of attraction, I expect things to get better for me. When you're at a default expectation of course I expect myself to get that, you're allowing yourself to feel good about it. Good about the having the desire, good about the having of it, good about the celebrating of having it. I expect it to come in. So there, you're at the abundant stage, you got the vibrations rise. Now it's just like, I do expect it to come in. Not like, and if you're not the stage of like, I expect it to come in, I expect the last couple steps to come into me. I expect myself to start taking action towards receiving it. I expect to start seeing results. I expect it. I'm worth it. I deserve it. I've worked hard enough. I've worked long enough. I deserve this success. I deserve this good feeling. I deserve to feel good about myself. That's what's going to help it come in. All right, what do you guys need to hear? This is in love. Oh, runaway card. Well, you have a lot of love around you right now, so appreciate that. Be okay that you're in hermit mode right now. New love's coming in. Appreciate the love friends and family got around you. Be okay that you're hermiting a little bit this week. New love's coming in. All right, these are kind of short and sweet. Okay, what about money? Dude, it's similar vibe. Enjoy the financial success that you do have right now. Can you bring your focus to, I like that I could buy this, I like that I could buy that, I like this about my life. This is one good thing I love about money in my life right now. And just kind of become okay with the fact that there's something about the way you're making money that is not bringing you the same type of love and enjoyment that it used to. I really think you guys are going to like my video that I have coming up where I'm going to make a video about like how to get back into that eagerness and enthusiasm, how to like really rock and enjoy your second half of life and get into that, yes, life, let's go, my next adventure, once you're past that beautiful age of 35. I think you're going to like that video when it comes out, so stay tuned for that. Just be okay that either your life or your career isn't what you thought it would be right now. Because be at a stage of, I enjoy what the money I currently make allows me to do. Right now, I'm going through some emotions. They're soothing out. They're regulating. They're getting to a more calm place. Because when you write out those, low vibe emotions, you're going to be the magician and like ready to manifest new. So you're going to be okay. All right, I'm going to move on to Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear? Scorpio, gotta give the cards a quick shuffle. What's up, Scorpio gang? Comment down below. If you guys want to learn how to manifest, I got my free mini manifesting course up and available for download right now. I'll link to that in the comments. Ooh, okay, the cards are ready. What does what does Scorpio need to hear this week? This is your general, then I'll do love, then I'll do money. Interesting. So you have a lot to feel hopeful about. You have a lot to feel like you can create it, you can manifest it. Um, it just kind of looks like there's an absolute poo-poo of a situation going on in your life right now. There's no nice way to say it. It's like those when you're like, how did we get here? Wait, how did this end up here? It was going so well and now it's here? What happened? You know? So it's a poo-poo of a situation. But it's like a big ol' don't worry. You're well along your way. Seeds are well planted. And you're still at a place of like figuring out all the pieces. So you get the Seven of Earth, don't worry, it's well planted. You know, that's when you already have the farm planted, the trees are growing, and you're starting to see the apples come out. You just need to let the apples keep growing, and then once they're full grown, then they just need to ripen. So you're at that like, the apples are starting to, come out. Um, and I guess there's just a part of it still deciding, are you going to turn the apples into applesauce and then sell it? Are you going to turn the apples into pies and sell pies? Are you just going to sell the apples? Are you going to hire people to come out and pick them? Or are you going to let people come out and, hey, come pick your own barrel of apple day on my farm? Like there's something that you're still deciding. So that's why it's pretty much like be okay. There's a lot to be hopeful about and like still feeling powerful about. You're still deciding some things. So it's like you're being okay that you're still discovering some clarity about how to proceed forward. Keep your focus there, not on the poo-poo of a situation. Because if you keep your focus there, then it's just not going to work out. Okay, this is your love read. Well, it's not flowing lovey-doveyly, but it's flowing. There's something there. I don't think you're not in the middle of a conflict or a fight, but I think you're in the middle of just experiencing very curt, very blunt, very straightforward. So that could be like if you're in a relationship, you come home and your wives go, hey babe, I made dinner. So you guys are both doing the things that need to be done to keep the relationship going. It's like, okay babe, did you have time to think about that? I did, and I think it's actually your turn to do it. You should be the one to do it. So it's just like curt messages. And like, we still have to figure that out. Now's not the time. Can we just enjoy movie night with our kids? So it's just not that like lovey-dovey, romantic, ultra connecting, baby, I'm so glad you're home. How was your day? Come tell me. So just in this exact moment. But I think the energy is going to shift this week because that's what it is right now. But it's going to shift to the 8 of fire where like just something about the energy between the two of you is going to shift. So the communication will pick up and be a little bit more lively. So it's kind of like a don't worry. You're getting a big oh, don't worry, you're on the right track. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing in terms of your relationships. It's going to get better. All right, in terms of money. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so funny. You got the same theme for all 3 reads. You're on the right track. I think your money, though, of the 3 is the one that's a little bit of a slower pace for you and the most tumultuous energy in it. Because you got the Tower card followed by the Wheel card. Those are the 2 cards that are like complete 180s in your life, complete change. The Tower card tends to be the one that doesn't feel good, like a rug was pulled out from underneath you. So you're like, oh, this is my new reality? Oh, crap. The Wheel tends to be you saw the change coming, you were manifesting it, and it's like, okay, this rug is moving out. Well, I'm stepping off of this pulled out, and boom, the new one's down. I'm walking on it. So that means like you should be at a stage of expecting positive change in terms of money for sure. It's gonna help you feel more balanced in life. This big change coming for you for how you make money. You're just gonna have more like time freedom. Right now though, you're feeling very like trapped, stuck, very like, oh, when's it gonna come in? Oh, I need that contract. I need this. I need that. Oh, you're just feeling this like, ugh, you know. Um, you got to ride the waves. You put your raft in the center of the river. You're not at the smooth sailing yet. You got to keep going. But you're on the right track. You just got a big O. You're on the right track. All right, what does Sagittarius need to hear? What does Sagittarius need to hear this week? Oh, interesting. Um, Something's over. Something's changing. It's over. But a lot of it was because like you changed and you started really realizing what you're worth, what you deserve, and in law of attraction terms, that means you really started getting clear on, oh my God, this is what will make me so happy. And that's like the law of attraction sweet spot because you never want to be moving away from something. You always want to be moving towards something. So if you're with someone who doesn't want kids, but you know you want kids, you're like, I have to leave them because I have to find my kids. I have to find someone who wants to have kids and family. No, it's until you're at a place of like that awe-inspiring moment where you're like, oh my God, I do. I really want to experience that family life. The kids, the daddy's home, mommy's home, family time, building force with them. Like, universe, I really want that clarity. Because then that's what lets the universe work its magic and either yoink that person up and give them their epiphany so they realize they want it too, or to bring the person in, you're like, yes, I have to go towards that. So allow yourself to, whatever clarity it is, oh my God, I do want that. Don't make it about self-worth or self-esteem. Just be like, that would feel so good to experience that, do that, be in that, and enjoy it. Yes, I want that. That's when your growth cycle is going to come into full conclusion and you'll be able to like easily move forward. All right, what do you need to hear in terms of love? Oh. You know, Sagittarius, I kind of just don't think that the person you're with is your person. Because you got disappointment, you got it's like one of those relationships where what's keeping you guys together, the tether between you two, is like a little bit of conflict, a little bit of fight. I'm not the kind of guy that does that. I really want him to do that. It's keeping you like this alive feeling, this activated energy. So you're like, no other guys even make me feel this alive in this way, but that's an alive feeling, not a he loves me. I love him. We're in love, okay? Because you're going towards the lovers. And the current person that you're with, just, it's what I said, it's that energetic cord of like conflict of, no, I'm going to put my foot down that I really want this. I'm going to put my foot down that she's not going to get that from me, that you need to get that need met from somewhere else. So it's like that staunchness when like, I just don't think this person's your person and you're trying to pretend like there's no problem because maybe you don't want to start over. Maybe you like invested so much already. Maybe you're tired of going on the dating scene for whatever reason, but it's, can you bring your focus to, I'm ready to fill a relationship where it's heart chakra to heart chakra and we both just love each other. I'm ready to feel that heart chakra to heart chakra connection and we both just love each other and we're soft and we're sweet and we're kind to each other and we deliberately co-create on this planet together. You got to bring your focus towards that because that's when it's going to like clear that up. Okay, what do you need to hear in terms of money? Money manifestation. Mm. It's not really time to take massive action for making more money. I think that's going to disappoint you hearing that, but it's definitely not the time to take. I feel your energy, your passion, your desire for like you're ready to like you kind of you want to take enlivened, passionate action towards money. I think like a life purpose type of a thing. But all I can tell you is it's not the time because you got the Hermit followed by the Three of Air. So I think it's more like a little bit of sadness, a little bit more coming to terms with my life in this area of my life isn't quite what I thought it would look like right now, and that's okay. I do feel sadness. It's like you kind of got to let that sadness just ride out of you a little bit longer so that your vibes can change. So like you're actually being encouraged to like hermit, to like just kind of like slow down. Just focus on getting in alignment first, and then it'll become clear what action to take. Man, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Sagittarius. All right, let's go on to Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to hear this week? It's funny, Capricorn. When I just did the 2026 like yearly kind of message, you gotta focus on your money, Capricorn. And when I say focus on money, I mean you gotta focus on manifesting money. What do you love about money? What do you like about money? What are, like, if you had an extra 10K right now, what are the things that you would be buying with it? And allow yourself to feel that feelings. Because you got to start manifesting more money. Because honestly, once you start getting money coming in, you're going to feel like a whole rejuvenated person, repassionated. I want to use that. I want to make up that word. You're going to feel powerful. You're going to feel like you can co-create in this world. And like, you're going to have a deep sense of like soul satisfaction, happiness. You're going to have that connection between you and your inner being, tuned in, turned on, tapped on, as Abraham Hicks says. It's literally right now. I know you want love. I could feel that in your energy, but I'm going to do a love and a money read for you too. It's just what you need to hear right now is grow money, attract money, manifest money. It's what's going to help you actually be and feel like you. Because the person in your life right now, they could tell that you're like 90% you. And they're like, I like that. What is this thing that feels a little off? So they can feel that. Because for whatever reason, whatever you're getting. All right, let's do, what do they need to hear in terms of love? What do they need to hear in terms of money? It's all starting to come out anyway for you, Capricorn. Love, it's still time. You're not taking a break. You're not taking a rest. It's like just a huge slowdown has happened. But I think it's one of the, like, look, you got the slowdown card followed by the Chariot card. So, like, things will pick up. But it's like once the person sees you having clarity. Because I think when they last saw you, Capricorn, they saw that you were like a little lost, a little floundering. And they were like okay with that. They were like, oh, my lost little puppy. Or like whatever, however they viewed you. But then they started to realize how much it was affecting your self-esteem, how much it was like kind of consuming you, you know? So they see you, they like you, they love you, they want a new start with you and a successful new start with you. And they want to put in work, they're willing to put in work and effort with you. They just want to make sure that like when they strike, the striking's good. Was that strike the iron when the iron's hot? I don't know that saying. When the getting's good, keep getting it. I can't, like they just, you know, and I just heard this analogy in pickleball that a lot of times the professional players, when they're hitting the ball back and forth to the other side, it's more like most of the time they're just hitting the ball back and forth, and their focus is just on hitting it back, good solid hitting back and forth. And when an opportunity arises, like when they're just hitting and the other person steps a little bit too much to the right, then they slam it to the left. Right? Beginners and middle players are more focused on every single hit needs to be this groundbreaking move. And you exhaust yourself, you're overexerting yourself. Okay? So the person is like kind of doing this ping pong back and forth with you. They want to like keep the ball going back and forth. And they just want to, they're like, I'm going to know when it's the right time. And it's going to be like when you start feeling good about yourself around your money again. Being blunt. The liveliness will pick up. Yeah, man. Okay, so in terms of money, Honestly, Capricorn, for you to make more money, you kind of just got to fall in love with who you are and how you came down to live life, and then allow yourself to fall in love with what you do. Because, like, right now, you're just a little caught up in how are other people going to perceive me? How can I get the love of my life if this is what I do for a living? What are others thinking about this? Or like maybe something happened in your past where they're like, well, other people judge me for this. How can I feel good about what I'm doing if they judged me? Like your focus is a little bit there when it needs to be on, I love who I am. I love doing this. I like doing this. I love making money doing this. So you got to fall in love with who you are, and you got to fall in love with what you love doing, and that's when the money will come in. Yeah, King of Earth, baby, abundance, Capricorn. Free manifesting course if you guys need help manifesting. I'm sure I have it in my description somewhere. I'm also going to do my best to link it in the comments down below. You're right there, Capricorn. Oh my God, just be okay. You know, it's like me. I'm a law of attraction coach, you know, and I was born into a family full of doctors and engineers and like military people. So it's got to be a, hey, it's okay that I came down to live life differently than other people. And it's okay that there's some people who go law of attraction and roll their eyes. That's okay. But that's how they came down to live life. That's how they came down to live life. I love that I know that it's real, that I came down to live that way because I do like tapping into the energy of it and then allowing myself to just flow to it. Other people came down to live life differently than me, and that's okay, but I love the way I chose to came down to live life. I like making money doing this. It feels good. I feel empowered. Like, put your focus there. All right, let's go on to Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear for this week? Oh, you got lots of confusion going on right now. Don't worry that your action step is not clear right now. Okay? Um, there is a little bit of you that's hyper focusing on fairness. I just want it to be fair. I just want it to be balanced. It's got to be fair. What is this fairness about? God, you're really caught up in your head about this. I think you're turning this into something, Aquarius, where you're like, no, this is the right way that it should be happening. They should be treating me this way. It would only be fair if this is how they came towards me. And like, it's just your focus on fairness is what's keeping you in your head. Yeah. That's what's keeping you in your head. And it's like if they would only do this, then I'd be happy. If they could just see that this is what I need from them. So you're like you're in a place of withholding, Aquarius, withholding love, withholding affection, withholding communicate whatever it is you're withholding from them because you're like kind of in a nope, they need to do this, fairness. Or like it could also be, Aquarius, where you're like, this is what I need right now. What I need is alone time. What I need is recharge time. Um, it's kind of whatever you're doing that's focusing on fairness, whether it's they need to be doing this towards me because that's what would be fair, or they're not what I need right now, and you need to take care of yourself first, right? Put your oxygen mask on yourself first, and then other people. Um, Believe it or not, you're actually being like very unfair towards the other person right now. Man, they're doing their best to like enjoy life without you, but Aquarius, they're missing you. They don't understand why there was just a drop off and a back off. And I think from you, you're just justifying it. That poor person. So To get out of that though, that fairness, it's almost like what I can think of is it's kind of like going, I don't want to call you a child because I don't know, you might be like a 50, 60, or 70-year-old watching my video, but it's like a childlike archetype, a childlike energy who's focused on fairness. Mom, it's not fair. I cleaned my half of the room. Shouldn't my sister clean the other half of the room? Why should I have to clean up after her? So like focused on fairness. Whereas when I just saw this video, it was a woman who she had, the video on herself and her husband, and she was in a very positive way saying, he doesn't know our son's favorite cake and what we got him for his birthday, or what we're even doing for his birthday party. I don't even know when the mortgage is due. I don't even know when a single bill is due. Same team, different roles. And like, I think this is a good analogy because, there's a lot of like just misandrous out there who say they're feminists. They just love to hate men. Can you believe it? My husband just thinks giving enough money is enough, and he doesn't even know what we're getting my son for his birthday. He doesn't even care. He doesn't even this. Whereas that woman was like, my baby and I are good. Same team, different roles. Because think about this, Aquarius. If you're playing baseball, do you want two players playing first base? Do you want two pitchers, or do you want a pitcher and a catcher? The pitcher throws the ball. So the pitcher is really good at throwing the ball at angles, at curves, at speeds. The catcher is the one who's got the view. Hey, I want you to throw this kind of a ball so that when the player hits it, it will likely go that way because that guy is off in la land. So if the pitcher's like up there going no, the catcher's like no, throw this one, number two. Your job is to throw the ball how the catcher set it, and trust that the catcher's doing the job of catching the ball and observing how are all the players on the field doing. Right? Because you don't want to throw a ball that the guy hits to right field, but right field was like disassociating, So it's kind of like you've got to be willing to like trust your partner and the allocation of some of the action of maintaining a household to them. Okay, let me pull your love cards because this is kind of starting to get into love, Aquarius. Let me pull your money cards. Yeah, okay. So you got to be willing to be a team player, and you got to be willing to just, it's not going to be two equals, two people bringing the exact same thing to the table, because there's a little bit of a need, like you've got too much going on in your life. Yeah. You do. You have a lot of things going on in your life, and you're just beating yourself up. If I was more organized, if I was more punctual, if I would just take the time to plan, but no, like, there's only so much you could do. You have three bodies. You have your physical time, 24 hours in a day. You have your mental body. There's only so many mental tasks you can keep on your mind at a time before it gets overflowed and you're in overwhelm. So someone who's like, I would argue the word healthy would recognize I'm overwhelmed. I have too much on my plate. I need a second plate, and I need someone to walk next to me carrying the second plate. If you're not at that stage of just recognizing, hey, I need help right now, I need someone else to help carry me this plate, it's going to come out like if I was just more organized, if I was just more this. You're just going to like sit there and like keep beating yourself up. So you've got a little bit of a, as you're in this, you definitely got the coming into your own. So as you're coming into your own and like feeling more grounded, I definitely think that your money is taking a turn for the better. And it's almost as if now that you've like kind of tasted the good sweet life of having money at your disposal, you're like, I'm never going back to poverty. I don't care what I need to do, but I'm never going back to low wages. So you are at a point where for the quality of your life to get better, it's really going to be about partnerships, delegating work, but like it looks not necessarily just like delegating. It's kind of just like a splitting up of roles. Yeah, that's interesting. Comment below, Aquarius. Okay, in terms of love, Mm, hmm, that's interesting. You got a card of you being a Debbie Downer. You got a card of like you needing to see the situation differently. You got the card of you're the one putting up roadblocks. But then you also got the card of things not turning out the way you thought they would have, things not going the direction you thought they would have. It's almost as if you took an action in the past and you were expecting a different result. I think a different action from the other person, and you didn't get it. And it's like throwing you off. And you're like, wait a second, they were supposed to do this. What happened? You know? So it's throwing you off, which is then making you go into this like stuck, stagnant kind of standstill place. Um, all I can tell you is the advice is be the Knight of Earth, which means steady, consistent action. But it means steady, consistent action and meaningful action. So not just once a day good morning text, like meaningful, okay? Because if not, the other person will just kind of like burn out and lose interest. Not immediately, okay? But there needs to be a steady, consistent, meaningful action on your part. Because the other person, all I can tell you, Aquarius, is the other person is a very team player, is an eager person. They're like, okay, come on, when are we gonna hang out? When are we gonna let's go have some fun. So I think like because of their eagerness, you might be thinking that they're more eager for you and more eager for it to get to a certain result than they actually are. Like there's definitely eagerness and enthusiasm to get to know you more and spend time with you more. I don't think they're as eager to like define it as you think they are. Like I just don't think you're used to being around someone who's this eager and excited about life and about us hanging out with you. So yeah, I just wouldn't read too much into their eagerness and excitement and happiness about life. All I can tell you is like because they want a balanced relationship too, just like you do. And they're gonna be fine no matter how it plays out and pans out. Oh, you just think there's gonna be conflict. You just always think they're gonna want like more out of you than you're ready to give. You know, Aquarius, though, do you communicate that though? Like, do you hang out with them, spend a lot of good quality time with them, and then, like let them know like, hey, I just wanna let you know tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, I really wanna like just kinda come home, zone out and play video games. And then you can still do the Night of Earth, the hey, I got time for like a 15-minute phone call. And if you guys are definitely more on the like the science-logical side of life, the Gottman Institute actually studied relationships, like with studies that you can read if you want. I don't. I like just take away the highlights from it. And they said that most relationships require 15 hours a week. By the time you're at a close committed relationship, like a marriage, like an engaged, they require 15 hours a week and at least a 15-minute daily touch point, because that's when like if there's a period where you can't hit that 15 hours a week, and or if you're not at like a engaged marriage stage yet, um, when there's that 15-minute, that seems to be the sweet spot for people feeling engaged, connected, like a priority. um, so it just looks like there's to be a little bit more of that. Okay, in terms of your money, yeah. Well, I think we kind of covered. You are leaving behind ever being broke and poor again. That's all I can say, man. You are loving what you're making. You're loving what you're doing. You're loving the financial security you brought in. You're kind of starting to like. I think though. Well, stay tuned next week. I don't want to give too much. I just freaking love how much money you're making right now, Aquarius. Um, you're being a little impulsive with how you're spending your money. And I think that for the short term, that's okay. The advice at this point, come back next week, is make sure that everything you're buying is because it is something that you genuinely like and love. Because you don't want to go and like buy all these things, like 10 things that are $5,000 each just because you're having the fun of the spending the money. Like, look at me, I'm an adult, I can buy this now, I can buy this now. And then 10 months later, you're like, That's $50,000 worth of stuff that's going to be kind of hard to sell and it's just sitting there. So it's like, it just makes sure that as you're spending it, it's something that you truly are like, yes, I have been wanting this forever. Yes, this is something that I truly value. And if you guys need to figure out how you value money, there's a really good author, David Bach. Um, he has tons of financial advice books. Smart Women Finish Rich, Smart Couples Finish Rich. The bottom line is he has a section in all of his books where he walks you through like a value ladder of how you value money, so that you make sure you're spending your money and like so every dollar you spend is something that adds a lot of enjoyment and satisfaction to your life. Like that's your advice right now, because otherwise you're just going to feel like out of control, and then you're going to be beating yourself up in 4 or 5 months for how you're spending it, you know. All right, let's move on to Pisces. What's up, Pisces? How are you? Last but not least. All right, so we're going to do what you need to hear right now. We're going to do love and money. What you need to hear right now. Keep going. Don't give up. Be a little more lively, jovial, and cooperative. It kind of looks like you just need to start having a little bit more meaningful conversations with people. That's what's going to get you out of your funk. So it might mean just like you go on a hike at your local trail and you get invited to their dinner, over for dinner, say yes to that. Because you just need these little pockets, these little brief bits of meaningful conversation with people. And that's what's going to get you out of your funk. All right, let me pull your money cards. Let me pull your love cards. That's funny, you got love cards in your money area. I think those little brief pockets of like meaningful, jovial conversations you're gonna have with people, that's what's gonna like reignite your passion for life and just help you gain a new perspective. And it is gonna help you like fall back in love. Honestly, I think you're gonna see yourself from someone else's point of view. Like you're just gonna like, oh yeah, I am cool. Oh yeah, I do love myself. Oh, I am good at that. Like you're gonna be reminded of like what you're good at, what's good about you, and that's when like things will like pick up a bit in love, and you definitely have an opportunity for new love coming in, Pisces. Okay, in terms of money and work. Oh wait, hold on. What you need to hear, love, money. So in terms of what you need to hear in terms of money, be at peace and content. There's Be at peace and content. Be confident in what you do. The only thing that feels a little bit off in what you're doing is there's just a lot going on at work or in your business. There's a little bit too much. Like you can't possibly do everything that needs to get done right now. That's the only thing that's off there. Don't let that rock your confidence, because you're doing a good job, and stay true to the path. Huh. Interesting. All right, guys. I hope these readings helped you. I go live Tuesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with my Manifest Now morning podcast. So come hang out for like a free little read on your manifestations right here on YouTube. All right, lots of love, guys. Bye.